Unexpected wedding revelation. My wife always talked about needing space, but I never thought she'd take it literally, until she walked into my sister's wedding on the arm of my ex-boyfriend, grinning like she'd won the lottery. I was halfway through my best man speech when the doors swung open and there they were, hands locked, my ex whispering something into her ear that made her laugh. The room went silent, forks clattering onto plates, and my mother's wine glass almost shattered in her hand. My eyes burned holes through them as they strutted past my family to the only empty table, right up front. Nobody knew what to say. My sister's face twisted up, trying to figure out if this was some elaborate joke or a nightmare you wake up sweating from. My wife avoided my gaze, but my ex looked right at me and smirked, like he just made the winning move in some sick game I didn't know I was playing. Part of me wanted to cause a scene, but I just stood there, jaw clenched, while the rest of the speeches went on like nothing was wrong. Every toast felt like a slap in the face, every smile from them was another twist of the knife. I spent the reception watching them dance together, her hands on his shoulders, his mouth at her ear. Friends whispered and stared, but nobody came over. When my wife finally cornered me outside, she didn't apologize. She said she needed someone who understood her, someone who didn't box her in. The worst part was realizing she'd been seeing him for weeks, maybe months, while I was at home cooking dinner and thinking we were just taking a break. She told me we were over before I could even ask why, then walked back inside with him like it was the most normal thing in the world. But here's the twist, I didn't feel angry. I felt relieved. I'd spent years afraid she'd find someone better, never admitting how empty I'd felt beside her, how the fights had left me numb. Watching her and my ex, two people I'd loved for all the wrong reasons, cling to each other, I finally understood. It wasn't about losing them. It was about losing myself, and finally being free to start over, no longer haunted by the fear of being left behind.